Live today. It's Saturday Field Day. Friday with Friday highlights. We're out in the field out there in the Chino Hills area. There's a place called the Shops, which is pretty nice. It was cool. Let me turn this off. There's the tunes. There we go. All right, cool. Just cranking the tunes there. Get you going. Posted something earlier. Say, hey, what's your number, right? Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 when you crank up that music to get you going? Because it does connect. Music is powerful. It connects to you. But I wanted to come on here today. Today we're talking about 5 days to a deal challenge. What the hell is it? Why is it important to you? Why you should sign up? Why you should join the 5 days to a deal challenge or not? Okay, so we got some chat thing. I'm going to go ahead and share. Oh, close this. Okay. Let me see. Social. Oh, yeah, we'll show it. Go ahead. Do the overlay. Where's it going to come in here? No, let's hide it. Want to increase, you can invite your audience. Okay, cool. Chat. Cool. Okay, connect to the Facebook or stream. I'll click this one too. We'll save the link, copy the link address, and go from there. All right, cool. So we're going to go through 5 days to a deal challenge. What we're going to do, and obviously it's very simple, right? It doesn't have to be difficult. 5 days to a deal challenge, real estate challenge is what it sounds like. It's not a freebie type thing where you're just going to watch some videos and be bored to death at the end of the day, or you're going to get some information. I'm not saying sometimes you get some good nuggets and all they do is talk about stuff and what we did. We're actually going to get in it. We're going to get in it to win it and actually work with you. But we got to build a base, a foundation very, very quickly within 5 freaking days, right? So the goal is to be able to, yes, get you set up, get your mindset rocking, be able to understand the due diligence so you can underwrite some deals. We're going to do some role play so you know how to talk with sellers because we're actually going to jump in there and talk with those sellers with you as well. And then we're going to show you how to build a pipeline very quickly. We're going to show you how to fish. We're going to give you some fish depending on where you're at in the United States of America. And then on Friday, right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at your pipeline. We're going to start working your pipeline. In between there, you might be getting some deals, right? So we're going to be in there structuring those deals, figuring out whether they're a wholesale deal, fix and flip, buy and hold. It could be a wholesale deal. Is it better for a listing, or a loan or or an option? So there's going to be a bunch of things that you probably have never heard about. That's going to be an awesome thing. And if you have, that's cool. We're just going to clarify those things for you because there's a right way and a wrong way to do sub 2, right? As far as I'm concerned, I like to do it a certain way. I'm going to explain that when we get into the 5 days to a deal challenge, but there's only 20 spots available. Okay. So get in today, put in your link, there's going to be a link down there for the Amp Live survey. Click that, at least save your spot there and lock that in. Okay. It doesn't cost you a dime to do that. It's the Amp Live survey. Click the link down below. It's not hard. I'll probably copy and paste it and put it in here in this chat here, but let me go ahead and add this to the Facebook event that's going on. So then we'll have the chat thing here. I'll put this in here. Live chat. There's a link there. Also another link that I put into the group. And I'm going to go ahead and put that into, where are we at here? I think it's right here. Computers, huh? Technology. Gotta love it. So, this will make it very personal video. And full disclaimer, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a bookkeeper. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a financial analyst or advisor. I'm a creative real estate investing expert that has been in the business for a little bit longer than most have at the end. And so, just to lay that out there, if you want to reach out and chat, more than happy. We got an open door. Hit Facebook, hit YouTube. If you catch my number somewhere, shoot me a text. I respond very quickly with text, emails 3 times a day. I'll look at them. Voice messages or a telephone call. I do not answer my phone. But if you can catch me on a voice message, leave a darn message, right? Leave a message and I'll go through it and I'm eventually going to call everybody back the same day. It's the goal is to respond the first day or the same day if we can. There'll be either Sweden, Jacob, or someone else that'll get in touch with you and then set an appointment to chat with me. And if we double book, hey, don't get, it is what it is. It's part of life. We're all I don't even like doing the calendar things, right? But if I got somebody that I want something and I want to learn from them and it's a mentor, then hey, I'm going to do it, right? And I do it on occasions, right? To go, hey, okay, what's the deal? Let me do a calendar. I get it. Okay, let's build a relationship. But it works to a degree. Okay, nothing's perfect. Technology is that. Technology is imperfect perfectness, if there's even such a thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. I'm going to go back to our live here so you can see my mug. I'm going to pull up a couple of things here. Let me see chat. Let me see. I'll put this in here. Rock and roll is my favorite term. Yes, it is. Can post messages to some channels. Okay, I did send you anybody who wants to get on here, jump on. It's a link. Okay, I had some people from Stream, some youngsters on I think it's called Twitch and Stream, and a few other ones. It was kind of different. Trying to learn how to do real estate and become wholesalers, and they're into obviously crypto and a bunch of other stuff, right? But I want to go on a huge tangent. I want to be able to have some value on this video. We're already at 5 minutes, so the intro is the intro. And I want to get into what we're going to actually be doing in the onboarding process. So I got a couple of just simple Word docs, show you some stuff that what's going to transpire on Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we're going to bonus out on Saturday. If we get enough traction with everybody, then we're going to go on Saturday and go through these things. We're going to go live. Obviously, it's about content. It's about spreading the word and helping our fellow Americans throughout the United States of America. If we can help you, then great. You're helping us as well. All right. So let's go ahead and see display here. Want to improve chat. Facebook restream, share your name and profile picture, share your viewers. Cool. Let me go ahead and open that up. Chat overlay is going to be right there. Boink. And let me see. Private chat. Talk with host and other guest. Talk and roll. Maybe I can get somebody on here. I'm going to do this caption thing. We got the captions going on. I'm going to squeeze that real quick and do my captions here. The Amp Live Real Estate Show. We'll cancel that. Boink. There we go. So I will be your host, the Amp Live Real Estate Show. I'm Eric, one of the founding members of AHA Americans Helping Americans. And basically our cause and mission is to help others across the United States, to wake people up, right? Either the JOB or, figure out what their passions are. Mission statement, pretty simple, right? It's one American at a time, one family at a time, one property at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. We also have AMP Live, which is our mentoring program. It's AMP Live, the American mentoring program, where we train and mentor others like yourself across the United States 7 days a week if needed. I know it's crazy, but that's a hybrid of what we're doing with the 5 days to a deal challenge, okay? It's going to be like a little micro one-on-one mentoring program where we're going to spend that time with you. Nobody's going to do this. Nobody wants to do it, but we're going to spend time with you exclusively. Like I said, there's only 20 spots, so click the link down below. I'm going to go ahead and it's not free, so I'm going to go ahead and put a link in there. It's going to be a link on where you can actually pay, and then there's going to be a code. Use that code, okay? Use the code to go ahead and shave off a big chunk of money that's going to help you out. We want to be able to add value here, so I'm going to go ahead and just get into it. We're all set up here, I believe. Everything's good to go. This is working. Chat's in there. Okay, the links. Good to go, good to go. All right, so I'll open this up. First and foremost, I'm going to show the onboarding part. Let me open that up a little bigger. See if we can do that there. Well, if chat comes on, I might close the chat for right now. And let's go this route. There we go. So, okay, so we have onboarding. Okay, how is this all going to work? First and foremost, it's very simple, right? If you want to get a deal, then you need to click the link down below, click the survey, save your spot. Okay, that'll save your spot, period. But then after that, you're going to get another link, right, which will probably be towards the end of this video, or we're going to go ahead and just put it in now, and there'll be a link. It'll be in the event or group or the event page. And you can go ahead and click that link, go do what you need to do, pop in that code, and that will solidify coming into the group and being part of the 5 days to a deal challenge. Okay, so 5 days to a deal challenge is going to help you get a deal. It's going to help you build a foundation. Okay, it's going to help you with your mindset. And I always say mindset. You go, oh, I don't want mindset. Look, if you don't have your mind right, you're not going to be in the game right. It's like trying to train for a boxing match, right? Your brain has to be in it. You got to want it. You got to do blood, sweat, and tears to get that. You got to train for so many hours to be able to go so many rounds in a ring And if you don't, you get your butt kicked, right? Guarantee it. The other person's going to train. They're going to knock the shit out of you. And then you get frustrated. So it happens, life, right? So train. Even if you train as hard as you need to train and you get knocked out, so what? You get back up and you continue to train. You go back at it. But that's the goal here, right? We're going to be your trainers. We're going to be your mentors. We're going to be in your corner working with you. We're also going to be in the ring with you, which is kind of weird, right? Because it's not boxing. Maybe it's wrestling, right? Whatever metaphor works for you. But the bottom line is we're going to be working with you, right? And getting your mind right, right? And then we're going to get your due diligence correct, right? Simple formulas on how to figure out, how do I find out what a deal is? How do I find out what I get paid on the deal? How do I find out the square footage on the property and how much it's going to cost for repairs and all that other good stuff? We're going to break that down for you and share it with you until you understand it, right? And you can ask as many questions as you like as we're working through that Tuesday, right? Monday is going to be Mindset Money Monday. Tuesday, right? We're going to break down deals. It's usually a sales deal, so it's perfect, or sales day, so it's perfect because we're going to get into due diligence and break down the due diligence of what these deals are: pre-foreclosures, probates, for sale by owners. We're going to niche it down to the most distressed properties to show you where to get that stuff, okay? Then on Wednesday, we're going to do live role play, right? So I might bring on a person or two. We're going to go back and forth, and if you're brave enough and you want to go on and get in and say, hey, raise your hand, I want to be part of that role play. I want to be the seller, and then the bad seller, and a good seller, good buyer, and a bad buyer, right? A butthole. So the goal here is we're going to share the rebuttals, right? We're going to share tie downs. We're going to share sales 101. We're going to share some of the art of the deal and psychology backed by sales 101. I hate using the word sales, but that's what we're doing. You can call it sales or you can call it solutions, right? You're providing solutions for the seller. If you ask a lot of open-ended questions and you do this right, the seller will tell you everything from birth until now, because you made a friend and they trust you. They're also going to trust you because of the brand that you're going to be backed, right? So while we're getting started in onboarding, because there's an onboarding process, once you click the link down below, we move forward, and that day is shared with you. And then we start onboarding on the back side, on the back end, right? And we're doing this, right? It's going to cost us money to do this. One, because of the hours. Two, because of the staff. And only taking on 20 people, that's going to just keep the doors what? It pays for the hard cost. That's all it does, right? But hopefully we make some friends, we do some deals, and that's where we're going to make our money. All right. So, but we can't do this for free because it makes no sense to do it for free, because we're going to set you up with the lead gen page, right? It's going to be a micro lead gen page. I'm going to share that with you. We're going to also send you what's called a welcome email. Once you come aboard, it's going to be a synopsis, right? It's a micro goal sheet. We got to know where your goal is, even if it's for 5 days. If we know and have a target, then we're going to hit that target. And we're not going to just be walking around randomly trying to shoot shit and there is no target, right? So let's have a target, hyper focus, put your head in the sand and let's rock. Not head in the sand. What I mean is put your head down and grind, right? And we're going to grind with you, all right? So that's how that's basically going to work. And then we're going to continue to move forward into Wednesday with some role play. So we're going to be onboarding. So onboarding, we still use human beings to get that done. So you're going to set up your page. They're going to set up on a platform where we're going to work together exclusively. It's not going to be in a Facebook group. It's not going to be in Discord or anything like that. It's going to be on a platform that we control. And this way we can track everything of what you're doing and make sure there's proof in the pudding, right? So then if you show up, that's what it's about, right? You got to show up. If you show up, you're going to get results. If you don't show up, shame on you. There's proof in the pudding. It's going to say, well, this didn't work. Here's the proof. These people showed up. You didn't. This is working for them. Why isn't it working? Because you didn't show up to the party. Or even if you do show up a little bit, your results are different. That's okay. Everybody learns at a different pace. That's the beauty of this, is that we will go as fast or as slow as you need to go. We're not going to go ahead and leave anybody behind, right? No man or woman left behind. It's not going to happen. We're going to work with you until you understand the concept, period. And if you don't, then we don't move forward to the next day, or we're going to make sure that we work with you long enough to say day 3's coming, right? We got to do some role play. And if we got to come back to it, we'll come back to it and work with you after the fact, okay? So that's what we're doing. Nobody's going to do this. This is a hybrid of the one-on-one mentoring program, the only program on the planet where we train and mentor people 7 days a week. We're doing that with the 5 days to a deal challenge. But there's only 20 spots. Lock in your spot. It's for pennies on the dollar. It's probably going to cost you what it costs to go to dinner every day if you went out and took your spouse, or maybe you went out and had lunch, had some Starbucks, had some coffee, and all that good stuff. Just coffee and a bagel, right? Add that up. and maybe something else, right? There's about $20 a day. Do that. That's like 5, 6, 7, 800 bucks a month. And then you're gonna have lunch, right? And you got to do that stuff, And then you're gonna maybe do a dinner on the weekends. Trust me, you're gonna spend more on bullshit when you can spend a couple of bucks helping yourself change your life and learning some things, right, from an expert and from our team that you will never, ever probably hear about or even encounter or even think that it's available and doable. When I first started, I thought it was illegal. Is that even legal? Can these people really buy a property for $10, $100, leverage it, private money, fix it, flip it, buy and hold it? Can they put properties, do options and all this other good stuff with a piece of paper and make money with a piece of paper? Yes, it can be done. You just have to hyper focus, and it's awesome to know when you're working with people, right? You're piggybacking on 20 years plus another 20 years of experience, right? Not just myself and others that are going to be working with you. Okay, so with that said, yes, there's going to be some human beings that are going to set you up. They're going to build your page. You're going to have your own special page, right? Whether you're Jim, Tina, Joe, Dot, we'll let you know what it's going to be when you come into the program. In that same token, we're going to set you up with just send us your email, and we're going to go back and forth, set you up on a platform. We're going to train, so you're not having to look for emails and go into a place where you watch a bunch of videos. It's not about a bunch of videos here, right? This is going to be recorded. Yes, it'll be recorded. We're going to work with it. There'll be some audios. You'll have access to that whole thing for 12 months, okay? And you can go but you got to come aboard. And yes, you got to pony up. And you got to pay the price of admission, because nothing is free in life. You can do this YouTube stuff all day long, TikTok stuff all day long, put all the pieces of the puzzle together. That's fine, right? And there's people, they do that. Hey, this is how you go do this. This is how you go do this. We can do the same thing. Maybe we should. But for me, I'm a stubborn person. I'm not going to go. Well, maybe I should do it. But, I look at it this way. You're still going to have a bunch of puzzles, pieces of the puzzle. All they are is carrots to get you to fill out their information so I can sell you something, right? I'm selling you something right now. Right? We're all got something to sell. But the difference is that what I have is what others do not have. Only about 1 to 3% of American real estate investors understand what I do, what we do, and how to do that. The other 97% don't know, will not know, don't care, don't want to know, right? I had a conversation with somebody who's been in the business probably, obviously, longer than me. They've had their ups and downs and rocking and rolling and all that good stuff. And they said the same thing, man, just ride the wave. And you got to change, but if you learn how to surf, you can ride probably any wave. That's what it's about. You have to adapt, adjust, or you will perish. I say, let's rock and roll together, okay? At the same token, hearing a lot that agents are dropping off, right? Wholesalers dropping off, investors are dropping off. That's a good thing for us and for you, okay? Especially if you align yourselves with us, you're going to be in a good spot, in a good position, because we're going to share those things for you. Hindsight's 2020. We're going to share that hindsight 2020 with you. You're either going to believe it, you're going to see it, or you're not, right? But if you come aboard, we were talking about that and just saying, look, people are technically lazy, right? They don't want to do that. They don't want to learn. They don't want to adapt. They don't want to adjust. So they're going to go do something else. Go get a job. Go get a job. They're going to go back to whatever they did before. They're going to default to what they know because it's comfortable. I say get freaking uncomfortable, right? I'm uncomfortable a lot of times. When I started this stuff, I was uncomfortable. I used to say, no, build a brand. Who gives a shit about the person behind the brand? I don't give a shit. I never have. So that's why I don't get intimidated whether you're a millionaire or billionaire, or you've done all kinds of deals and shit. I don't give a shit. The bottom line is that as long as you're a good person, that's different. If you're a good person and you're not, hurting your fellow man or woman, and you put that ego in your back pocket or somewhere. We all got an ego. There's good ego and bad ego, right? You got rock star ego, and then you got ego of humility. And that's the better one, right? That's because, yes, you have to have, you got to be able to step up. You got to be able to rock. You got to be able to lead sooner or later if you're able to do that. But you also got to be a good follower. If you can't become a good follower, you'll never become a good leader, right? And sometimes people have problems with that. For me, I like my core small. I was having a conversation with someone with a lot of experience as well. Team of 7, doing tons of stuff and tons of deals. I said, yeah, that's what we teach, right? Core of 7. Build your core of 7 and build it around that core. And then you build a village around that, and then a community around that. And then you can expand and exponentially grow, or not. Get your family involved. You be the person, right? It's okay. You only got to do a quarter a deal a quarter. It'll change your life. But at the same token, I think this is what every American should learn and should know. That's why we're doing it. It's 5 days to a deal challenge. There's only 20 people that are coming aboard. Click that link for the AMP Live survey. It's free for that. And then you're going to get some, we're probably going to post it now, or you're going to get some links. One link is going to be, yes, price of admission to come aboard. But we're also going to give you a code where you're going to shave off a giant chunk, right? Just to get you in, because it's our way of saying thank you for coming aboard and working with us and trusting us at the end of the day. Go check out YouTube. Go check out the testimonials. Check out who I am. If you get a good vibe, rock and roll, I always say go with your gut. There's no bullshit here. There's no drama at the end of the day. I hate drama. I hate BS. I see right through it, and I don't tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it with anybody at the end of the day, and you shouldn't either, right? But it is what it is. Everybody has different personalities, right? There's 4 personality traits. Depending on who you are, we'll adjust that hat and we'll rock. It's okay. That's what this business is about. It's a personal business. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit about this onboarding, because we are going to build you a lead gen page, and you're going to use that, right, to help you on Thursday once we get into surfing for deals and showing you how to do what? How to find properties. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you got 1 day or 1 year or 10 years under your belt. We're going to share something with you that's going to work very quickly to explode your phone, your email, and your text with sellers who want to sell. And yes, you got to vet them. It's part of the process. Don't bitch and cry. Oh my God, these people don't want to sell, or they want too much for their house. Who gives a shit? There is one that's going to come down and say, yeah, I'm interested. Oh, what? You said you can do what? Terms? What does that even mean? Oh, my bank won't allow you to do that. Well, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. But, some people want to blow the deal and talk about that on the phone. Well, we can go terms and do this and do that. And they're going to go, what? Nah, next. I don't want to do that. Even though it may be in their best interest, right? It's called the art of the deal. High trust selling, right? With direct selling, hard-nosed selling, and you're blending those all together. You just have to know when to use them. And you're going to get a taste of all that with the 5 days to a deal challenge, right? Do you have to know it all? Hell no. Very simple. We're going to go with the simple meat and potatoes to get the results that are needed. You get in, be coachable, follow directions, right? Take action. You're going to get results. I guarantee you'll get results if you do what you need to do along with what we're asking you to do. Have that leap of faith, okay? That's what I did with my mentors. I had a leap of faith and I believed in them. Yesterday, to look at them and study and see what they're about. If I felt comfortable with them, break bread with them, and then bring tremendous value to them. In exchange for that tremendous value meant I got systems in place. I'm bringing deals which are basically bags of gold to them. In exchange, I get a couple of bucks. And the most powerful part, a couple of bucks keep my business rolling. But the most powerful part was I got to learn something that nobody can ever, ever, ever take away from me. So I'm going to share that with you. We're going to share that with you. That'll be on Thursday. So we're going to break down those deals, right? We're going to give you some templates that we only share with our one-on-one mentees and other things we're going to be sharing with you. Yes, on a 5-day, 2-deal challenge. Are we going to paper up? Yep. You ever hear of NC&D? Non-disclosed, non-circumvent? Very simple. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. It's easy peasy, right? We want to protect what we have and what we're going to give to you. We want to protect you as well, right? Sure, you don't want anybody going around your back and all kinds of weird stuff, right? Because we're going to be dealing with deals. That's the whole goal here. Get you up and running. And then on Friday, we're going to work with that pipeline. So when we're getting all that set up, you're going to click your links, make sure the name's right, make sure stuff works, because we use human beings to get you set up. And the onboarding process will be a very simple. It's not going to be like our one-on-one mentoring, but we're going to go through some of those elements and had to go back and forth, to say, do we want to do this, not want to do this? What's it going to cost to do this and that? But I said, look, we're going to get it done. 20, period. 20 is the max. Lock it in. If you don't, it's 20, number 21. Can't take you, can't bring you aboard, okay? But we can talk, and maybe it's the next one, or maybe you jump on our 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring program, or jump on the one-on-one mentoring program. We'll have those conversations as well. You might not even want to do the 5 days and say, look, I'm tired of getting beat up in this industry, right? But, spinning my wheels, I'm trying to look for deals and do deals. And I'm not finding this, or I'm finding deals, or I lost some money. That's when you need a mentor, right? The TikTok, YouTube University is great when you're trying to figure things out. Find a little program, $900, $1,000, $2,000 for videos, what they charge, up to $3,500 for videos, PDFs, right? Facebook group with the blind leading the blind. Maybe if you're lucky, a coach that's going to come in once a week and kind of share with the group, which everybody should be doing, and do that for, 4 times 3, right? Do the math, and you get to see some coaching, and then they're recorded, so you can go back and watch the videos over and over and do all that good stuff, right? Let me go ahead and change this over here so you can see my mug. All right, there, a little better. Make it a little personal, okay? Now save the video, watch the video all the way through. Click the links down below. Amp Live survey. That'll be in the group event. I'm going to go ahead and have it posted in there, where you can click that link to go ahead and take care of what you need to take care of, the hard cost, and a code to shave off a big chunk of cash to help you out, because that's what we want to do. We know 2023 has nothing to do with inflation and all that bullshit, right? The bottom line is what we do is a little different, right? Yes, as you take on more, we take on more people, then you have to take on, it costs money, staff, billing, all that good stuff. If we finance in-house or not, those things all take a toll, right? They all cost money because nothing's free, right? You can't go eat for free. You can't live in a house for free. You can't drive a car for free. Shit, you can't even breathe the air for free because there's taxes for everything, right? But we do live in the greatest country in the freaking entire world, United States of America. I'm a proud American. I'm made in American. My kids are made in America, right? My wife is made in America. Whole family's made in America, right? We're all proud to be living in the United States of America. Yes, there's some issues, things, and I'm not going to get into any of that. But, the bottom line is that we're here to help our fellow Americans. If you have not helped your fellow Americans, you need to get out there and go do that. It's your duty, along with yourself and your family and everything else, to pay it forward, right? Be of service. God's led me on a path, and this is my path and my choice at the end of the day. Where it takes me, well, that's up to who, right? God Almighty, let him rock, let him roll. I put my hands and my everything in faith in him, and we roll. And brings the people. Has been bringing some awesome people to me, and vice versa. I've been connecting with other people, putting it out there in the universe, right? Affirmations, visualization, frequency. All those things are powerful things, because thoughts are things. That's what we're going to talk about on Monday, okay? Super powerful. It's going to change your life. I guarantee you, if you're not doing that, you need to, okay? You're just going to probably live and feel better about certain things, even when things don't go your way, or it seems like things are, in bad situations. You'll figure out how to feel a different way and how to not stress out so much, okay? That's what it does for me anyways. For you, I don't know. Some people have different levels of spilt milk, right? Your spilt milk might be worse than my spilt milk, right? There's others that say my spilt milk, maybe, what are you worried about? Why are you crying about this shit and that? Other people's spilt milk is different from mine. But that's just one of my analogies. Okay, so I need to see where we're going here, because I'm only going 30 minutes, and we're probably that past 2 minutes. All right, 2 more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in. This video is going to float around through Instagram and a bunch of other places. I'm going to go back to the onboarding process. Okay, so on Monday, we're actually I'll bring it up right now. I think did I miss anything? Deals. That's the other thing too, right? So we'll be helping you underwrite those deals, right? So that means we're going to have myself and others will be looking at these properties with you. We'll be underwriting them. We'll be looking and going, hey, because what you don't know is what you don't know. If you see a deal there and you go, oh, it's 70 cents on the dollar minus repairs, that's wholesale. That's the one-trick pony. That's great. It lasted for a while. It'll last again for the next cycle for a while. Every cycle starts changing because it's cyclical. So you're going to have to adapt, right? And adjust, or you will perish, right? So we're going to scratch out that line perish and replace it with rock. We're going to rock and roll, okay? So we're going to adjust, and we're going to adapt, and then we're going to rock and roll. And we're going to ride that wave from that phone call that I had yesterday. It was an awesome analogy, right? It's saying just ride the wave. If you learn how to surf like a son of a you-know-what, then you can ride any freaking wave to a degree, right? And navigate the waves in this state, this country, or this state, that state, or whatever, the shorelines. It's a simple analogy, but it's true, right? And some don't want to adapt. I'm not going to lie. There's certain things in the last cycle I just didn't want to adapt to. I didn't want to do. So I said, F it. And, hindsight's 20/20. Sometimes you got to stay in your lane and know what you're good at, right? And move forward, and life happens. So that's my advice to you. Learn how to become the expert and then navigate as the tides change, right? As the cyclical parts of real estate start changing, right? So I'm reading some stuff and I'm seeing some stuff and I'm talking to some people across the United States of America and going, hey, we're seeing this, we're seeing that. you know what? I'm going with my own gauge, right? So, like I said, full disclosure. I gave you my full disclosure. Don't take it, take it for what you need to. It's information. But my little crystal ball is going, hey, we're not seeing the 2006 yet, okay? Not even the 2007 or 8 yet. We're seeing some price adjustments like a regular cyclical market. Yes, we have high inflation. You know what's going to happen unless the feds bring down the interest rates, and then we'll start having some more inventory float and go out. Is there a lot of shadow inventory? Of course there is, because the banks don't want to say we got all these non-performing notes of bad assets. They'll go bankrupt. So they keep it. But it's going to be released sooner or later, right? And I get it. They'd probably rather sell them to the Blackstones and BlackRocks of the world. But there's always going to be stuff that's low-hanging fruit that's going to drop. Little smaller firms will pick that up. Smaller banks will pick that up. They'll have to liquidate their inventory, and that's what we're going to go after, that inventory. And, of course, the big dogs are not going to go after and knock on people's doors and say, oh, you need some help, unless they put it together a giant apparatus to make that happen. But there's too many. Mom and pop, regular, smaller firms that are real estate investors, even people like us, we're going to go, yeah, no problem. We'll go institutional, we'll go small firms, and we'll go directly to the homeowner, seller, and help them out, okay? The only way we can do that is by building an army, right? So you see where we're going with this. 5 days to a deal challenge. We know not everybody who's going to join and do this, they're going to get some awesome education. We keep building and keep building and keep building, and we make friends. So we're literally building an army, and we connect with people, right? Connect to do what? Help our fellow Americans, help our sellers, help our buyers, help investors who want to do deals. So it all connects together. And when you're putting these houses or you're doing stuff like this, you're putting people to work. You're putting stuff back on the books for the cities and the counties and the states. It's a good thing. So you're doing your part for America by doing real estate, period. What's creative real estate investing? That's what we do. Creative real estate investing, right? It is general, but creative real estate investing, there are mechanisms in between there, underneath that umbrella, that are creative. Wholesaling, subject to existing financing, options, right? Some seller financing, rent to own, lease options, all those things are there. We're not doing the traditional stuff, although we have that, and we can navigate and help you navigate with that. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up just so you can go ahead and hopefully have a grasp on this. I'm not sure. Let me see. We did the chat thingy. And what we got here? Private, rock and roll, captions. We'll go through some of these captions. So Americans Helping Americans, a real estate firm. So you can go check that out. I'll even go to americanshelpamericans.net and check out that website. We're buying, fixing, flipping properties. That's what that's utilized for. It's a real estate investment firm. Then we have AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, which is right here. I'll go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to share my screen, but I'm going to share my screen real quick with this. I'll move this over so you can see it. Hopefully you can see that big enough. Let me see. Maybe we'll try this. We'll go with that right there. There we go. A little bigger. Okay. And let me pull it up. So the onboarding process is very simple. There's going to be a cheat sheet, right? You only will have videos to reiterate the stuff that you're going through and understand as we move forward. Let me see. Where's it at? Right here. Okay. Okay, here we go. So onboarding, like I said, we use human beings to onboard. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what this is. We're all going to do this, like I said, for this round. And it may go higher, right? So regularly it's $19.97, $19 bucks. Right? Somebody says, oh, it's only $19.97. No, we couldn't do that in these days in markets. Just you're not going to get anything out of it. Just like a boot camp, right? But this is going to be the ultimate, right? Because it's not just 3 days; it's 5 days of one-on-one, and it's not for 1 hour or 2 hours. It's for as long as it takes to get the job done. Okay, so it's $19.97, $1,997, right? One time. Take care of the hard cost. Okay, that's what it costs because we have human beings setting you up. We're going to be in here training and work with you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then we're going to rock Friday and we're going to rock Saturday and we're going to do deals. If you're in Southern California, we're going to go out there with you. If you're in Northern California or anywhere in the East Coast, West Coast, or anywhere in between, we're still going to rock with you, right? Because we're going to do this thing right here. We're going to rock and roll with you with your phone. You got a cell phone? Yeah, everybody has a darn cell phone, right? I don't care what it is, Android or iPhone, right? We're going to walk the house. I'm going to show you the art of the deal and how to walk the property, how to sit down at the kitchen table. That you're going to get myself or someone else that we'll be working with will be on the phone negotiating that deal with you. It's a beautiful thing. Pennies on the freaking dollar, right? For the price of dinner every night. For two, you can do this, right? Depends on where you go, of course, right? 40, 50, 60 bucks. $100 for a steak, whatever, right? 50 bucks a tab, right? Well, it's pennies on the freaking dollar to learn something that nobody can take away from you, okay? So take advantage of this. This is an opportunity. There's no opportunity on the planet like it. I guarantee it. I know what's out there. I know what's floating around. I know who does what and what they're doing at the end of the day. This is not about the ATM cash for us, right? It's about making friends. It's about doing what I say we're going to do and what God has put in my heart to help you and others across the United States of America and our fellow Americans, okay? There's no bullshit. There's no drama involved. Click the link down below. Tell us a little bit about yourself with the Amp Life survey. It's going to be another link. I'm going to post it once we get wrapping up here. There's going to be a link there. Go to the page. It's going to be the Amp Live page where you can go and pay. Make sure you put in that code. We're giving you a special freaking code, right? Well, I kind of got ahead of myself. But we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we're going to give you a code. And that code, if you have that code, is going to shave off $1,000. So it's going to shave off $1,000. It's only going to be $997, okay? Can't beat that. $997. I know people give you videos, PDFs, and you can't talk to anybody. Your support is email. Your support is a chat bot. That's not going to happen here, okay? So this is truly, truly an opportunity to take advantage of it before the quarter ends. That's why we're doing it, because it's March freaking real estate madness for us. We do it every year. So there's always something rocking and rolling for March Madness, right? And that's what we're doing. We're doing that for you. We want to make sure that we're going to take care of you. We're going to be doing deals. So click the link down below and let's rock some deals, okay? If you're having a hard time, that's over. Give me a holler. All right, so here we go. So remember, we have human beings that are going to set you up with this stuff, okay? And then we're going to get in and rock this. So on Monday, we're going to do Mindset Money Mondays. We got to talk about this stuff, right? Where I'm going to share some books with you and things that will help you. I'm going to show you how you can do your morning ritual and a few other things. We're going to go through that. Everybody, you can adopt it or not. I say adopt it. Why not? Go for it. Test it. See what works for you and massage it. Tuesday, we're going to get up bright and early in the morning and we're going to rock Tuesday, okay? Tuesday is going to be breaking down deals. How to break down deals, what a deal is and what a deal is not. We're going to give you super, super simple formulas so you can break down a deal. My goal is to get you as good as an appraiser or as good as a real estate agent or broker with comparable market analysis. Apples to apples, right? And we're just going to break those things down until you get good enough at it. And then on Wednesday, we're going to do live role play, right? If you decide you want to raise your hand and be part of that role play, then, we're going to ask you. Go for it. Let's do it. And we'll get you live, and it's going to be recorded, and with your permission and all that good stuff, we're going to do that. If not, it'll be someone else, and we're going to go back and forth so we can share the art of the deal. By that time, your page should be done, right? Your lead gen micro page should be done. 10% of the people will fill it out when you send it out. The other 90% will be you working the art of the deal and in the business by the third freaking day, okay? Because we're going to go back and forth, and you're going to understand once, click the links, make sure it's good. And on Thursday, surfing for deals, showing you how to build a pipeline, how to talk to sellers. You're going to be talking to sellers, whether it's good or bad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry if you stumble or mumble. Just go for it and do it, because we could probably massage it. We could probably do something with it. And if we can't, we can't. We have someone else call. JV, as long as we're all working together, we're going to work the deals together and all make money, okay? So on Thursday, that's what we're going to do. That should be working. It should be rocking. You'll be talking to sellers. You'll be in the freaking game by Thursday. By Friday, we're going to look at your pipeline. We're going to be working deals. We're going to be talking to sellers with you and hopefully writing some offers. I guarantee we're going to be writing offers. Is it going to be you? I hope it is, right? I hope it is. And if it is, rock and roll. We're going to ask you for a testimonial. This is what this is for too. It works both ways. It's reciprocal, right? Because if you tell others about how awesome Amp Live is the American Mentee Program, 5 Days to a Deal Challenge, right? It's going to bring us more business. We're able to help more people and more fellow Americans, right? And then if you continue to grow into the community and grow into the one-on-one, and we build a longer-term relationship by doing deals together, isn't that a beautiful thing? Of course it is, right? So that's what this is about. It all starts with the nucleus, and then it expands and it grows exponentially if you allow it and you want it to. Me, I get it. Right? I've always kept stuff to myself. I've never shared things. I just didn't want to. I didn't see the benefit in doing that. Now I do. Okay? Only because of what's going on in the world, what's going on with everything, and having a few epiphanies and going, okay, I need to do this. Need to shift some gears to adjust, adapt, and rock and roll. All right, so let's keep on rolling here. I'm not going to get into and bore you with all this stuff, but there is an onboarding process. You can read some of this stuff. We're going to have books to read, Napoleon Hill, all that good stuff, 17 principles. There'll be some contact information that you will only get once you come aboard and join. I'm going to go ahead and squash this real quick, and we're going to go with that. I'm going to put my mug right there. We're on 40 minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up really quick. There's going to be, where's it at right here? I believe I'll show you. I think I might have to show this to you on the event page. Facebook meeting, here it is. This should be it right here. Okay, share it. Okay. So here we're going to go ahead. It should be there. So maybe it's this one. No, it's not this one. It's the wrong one. It's all good. Let's do this again. And let's pick another one. I think it's this one. Let's try that. There it is. All right. So it'll be the one that says Covert Ops. OMG. Wow. Check this out. I'm going to go ahead and post that right down here. And there's going to be a link. There's links already there. So click the link and do what you need to do. I'm going to go ahead and give you the one where you can pay. It's only $997. Regularly, it's $1,997. $1,997. Next year to go higher. Every year, the program just goes higher because as we take on more people, it costs more money to handle and manage. Okay. So let's go here. Where's it at? I believe this is it here. Should be the link. All right, well, I'm going to post it in there, and it'll be available until the 20 spots are gone. Once they're gone, they're gone. This is for March, all of March. 1 second. I believe, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we'll be posted in the group. I'm just going to show it. It's be posted in the group. Look for that group. It's Deadline March Real Estate Madness, 5 days to a deal. Look for that page or reach out through a PM through Facebook, and we'll get you hooked up. We'll talk, we'll chat, but make sure you take care of the AMP Life survey so we know who you are so you can lock in your spot, and then we'll hold it for you for 24 hours or so or less, whatever, and then we'll give you that link. If you need the link, it's there. If you need it, we'll send it to you. Or we'll do the appointment and we'll go from there. Okay. So look forward to having you come aboard. Look forward to rocking and rolling with you. Without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. I'm Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live, the American Mentee Program. One of the founders for AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live as well. Let's rock some deals. That's what it's about. So let's see what we can do and what type of damage we can do with you, along with other fellow Americans throughout the United States of America. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Like I said, let me make sure I get that link. I'm going to go ahead and share a couple of captions with you, and then I'm going to move on. All right, so follow us on Facebook, AMP VIP EP. Hashtag me if you really want to see what I do and what I'm about. Go to Get Erick Paul Live. You can hashtag that, and you'll see tons of videos. There's like 500 to 1,000 different, I guess, pages and posts, right? With that tag, because it gets tagged for everything and every post that goes out just about. So click or just hashtag Erick Paul Live. Erick Paul, or Get Erick Paul Live. Sorry, Get Erick Paul Live. Make sure it's ERICK Paul Live. And you'll see everything about the art of the deal, creative real estate investing. I'm a creative real estate investing expert. People don't know what that is. You will, because the market is shifting and it's happening, and people are making their pivot, right, to a degree. They're either getting out of business or they're adjusting to pivot. So you're going to hear a lot about this creative financing and all this other good stuff, right? Which is cool. Get with somebody who knows what they're doing. We do things a little bit differently to secure what we do. And the reason I know that is because I've been having chats with people from 2 or 3 cycles before, and they're still trying to figure out a couple of things and doing it on a scalable way, which is awesome, right? If we can help them out, we're going to help them out. If not, hey, We're going to be one of the largest creative real estate investment firms in the United States of America because that's the goal. It's being said right now. Here's the crystal ball, and that's it. We're going in that direction, okay? Creative real estate investing is what it is. You have to adapt, adjust, or you will perish. Let's rock and roll. Without further ado, you have an awesome, awesome weekend. Reach out. We're approachable. You have deals. Reach out, okay? If you want to work together, reach out. If not, that's cool. If you don't want to watch the videos, then all you got to do is press delete or press stop or just don't watch them. It's okay. But if you like what I'm saying and you feel the connection, let's rock and roll and let's do some damage and let's help our fellow Americans throughout the United States of America, okay? Join the cause. Join the mission. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right, rock and roll. So the mic was off, so it is what it is. It's live and uncut, right? Okay, so the links are down below. Let's do this one more time. We'll probably edit that out because we don't edit stuff out, but we may leave it. Click the links down below. All right, AMP Live survey, and lock in your spot. Or click on one of the links, right? You can click the link. It's going to take you. It's going to say 1997, $1,997. You put in the code that's special just for you. It's tagged just for you, and it's only going to work one time for you at the end of the day. Okay, so put it in. It's going to shave off $1,000. Only going to be $997. That's right, just $997. And we're going to work with you exclusively for 5 days. And on Saturday is going to be bonus day. And we're going to stack it up. We're going to see how many deals are going to come out of this at the end of the day. Hopefully it's you. And we're going to close of escrow next month. Okay. So rock and roll in all that you do. I'm going to wrap this up. Get out there and hunt those deals. Or if you want to reach out and you want to get rocking and rolling ASAP, tell us, let us know. We'll have a meeting. We'll chat. And maybe the one-on-one mentoring program for the 6 months, our flagship mother program, whatever you want to call it, right? It's the American Mentee Program. We'll talk about that. But 5 days to a deal challenge. Just rock. Click the links down below. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.